The purpose of this presentation is to cover some of the information that we want you to have so that we can focus on letting you talk with Sally and I during the information session. We're glad you found our forum because we can now send you information about the program, welcome you personally. You can see this presentation as well as a question and answer page that we're keeping current, as well as the handbook and anything else that you might find helpful. We do promise not to barrage you with emails, so we'll try to send you 3 or 4 emails throughout the fall as we get closer to the admissions due date, which is December 1st. Recently, I became the new program coordinator. It was Dr. DeBlair, and she'll continue to be actively involved in the leadership of our program. But I wanted to say a little bit about what it means that I'm the program coordinator. So in some sense, I'm a glorified tour guide. So what I'm doing today is part of what I do for the program. We function as a group and make decisions together. So I also help to kind of find the times that the program is going to meet together, whether that's program faculty for our program meetings, and we also have student representatives that are part of that, as well as we also have a monthly seminar with students in our program. So I am the tour guide. Our faculty have various areas of expertise, and we'll help you begin to start to get a sense of the areas of interest, both research and clinically, of our faculty, and that'll help you start to get a sense of potential mentoring. We also have strong working relationships with all the faculty in the department, so it's not uncommon for us to develop co-mentoring relationships or on various research projects have teams that involve faculty from other programs. So I pulled a quick screenshot from Google Maps just to give you a sense of where we are. So we're in the heart of Atlanta, very close to 5 Points and pretty close to where 85 and 75 hit. We're also very close to I-20, so we're right at the center. On this map, I kind of circled a few things. So circled the College of Ed, showed you where some of the restaurants are near the College of Ed. We're a short walk from Centennial Park. We're also a very short walk from the MARTA station, and that gives quick access to the airport. So some of us will just park on campus and take MARTA when we're traveling. I also included a quick tour of some of our classrooms. We made this video for our recent APA site visit. So we recently were accredited for 10 years, and you can get some sense of what it would be like to be on the 9th floor if you watch that video. And now I wanted to give you kind of a top 10, I think it ended up being 11, of reasons to consider us, some of the things that we think are strong about our program. So number one, we have a national reputation as a university for innovation, particularly with undergrads. We've been in the New York Times and received a lot of attention for some of the ways that they use technology to support people who are going to college and may not be acculturated to higher ed. So it's a place that we're proud to work. Number two, we're a top doctoral program in our college and across the university. So we're really proud of the group. We're strong as a program, but it's also a place that's collaborative and supportive, not competitive. So we like the cultural environment that we've established. Number three, it's a vibrant professional community. So let me tell you a little bit about it. All of our programs in the department are applied. We have 3 doctoral programs. So in addition to counseling psychology, there's school psychology, as well as counselor education and practice. And you'll be in classes with students from those other areas. And so this is a strength because when you go out into the real world and work as a psychologist, you're going to need to be able to work well with other disciplines. And so in your training in our department, you'll be regularly interacting with different subfields, and that's a really core and integral part to our training process. Number 4, the research training here is really strong. What this comes down to is you're going to be working closely with faculty, and a big part of your quality of training has to do with the teams that you become a part of and have a chance to interact with. And so we're compiling the CVs of our faculty, and I kind of put that in the notes of this presentation. We have really, really strong faculty. We have people that have very different areas of interest and expertise. And so I think if you take a closer look, you'll be impressed by the quality and expertise of the faculty that we have in the program. Number 5, we have a really strong clinical training. As long as I've been here, and I came in 2011, we have 100% match rate with our APIC internship process, which is, I think, pretty unprecedented. Part of the reason for that is Atlanta has really strong practicum sites, VA hospitals, Grady Hospital, multiple university counseling centers such as Georgia Tech, Kennesaw, Emory. So we have a broad range of opportunities for you to practice and even begin to specialize clinically. And Dr. Turner coordinates that aspect of our training. She has a thriving private practice in Atlanta, and so we definitely think that we do a good job balancing strong training as a researcher. So if you want to consider academic careers, becoming a faculty member, we have the quality of training that can help you do that. We also have really strong clinical training as well, and many of our students consider a full range of options as they're going through their program. Number 6 is a strong interest and commitment to learning about how to earn trust across different cultural groups and systems. This is a commitment shared by our program and the subfield that we're a part of, counseling psychology. So if you explore a little bit more about counseling psychology, you'll see that that's an important part to what it means to be a counseling psychologist. And then I think if you look at our website for the department, you'll also see that there's a shared commitment across the department in this way. One aspect of that is also a commitment to prevention and a strength-based approach to engaging culture. And so instead of just learning kind of a medical model or a focus on problems, we also want to form relationships where we're looking to understand and activate people's strengths. And that is a part of reducing mental health stigma. Number 7, we have a number of faculty who are interested in interdisciplinary work, and all of our faculty do work learning to work across different subfields in psychology or counseling. And so if you have any interest in interdisciplinary work, definitely let us know, and we can begin to talk with you about how training in our program could potentially help with that. Number 8, we have connections to 2 centers in the department. Dr. Rice and Ashby co-lead a center on the Matheny Center for the Study of Stress, Trauma, and Resilience. And Dr. Myers is associated with a center focused on reducing bullying and promoting positive climate in schools. So centers are important, especially for interdisciplinary work, because they're a place that you can begin to form relationships and networks of relationships that will allow you to do things not just within the university, but also to build trust within the community so that you can do projects that where research is connected to doing work that matters in people's lives. So now I'll end with 3 points that I think will really kind of hit close to where many of you are interested. So we have a lot of success with grants and fellowships. We can talk a lot more with you about that, but there's a Dean's Fellowship. We've been very successful with that. A number of national fellowships. APA has minority fellowships, so our students have had a lot of success in that area. Our faculty are also very grant active, and so there are opportunities to not only have departmental funding, which is $12,000, but we work with students to try to supplement their stipend funding. Number 10, Atlanta has amazing food. I'm going to start putting a list of my favorites into the notes under this slide. If you're interested, it's a beautiful city. There's lots of things to do, whether it be hiking, biking, other kinds of outdoors things, whether it's drama, whatever it is that you like to do, you would likely be able to find people that have similar interests. It really is a major city that feels smaller in a certain way because it's so green. I heard one of my good friends say that Atlanta is like a big forest. So we really love it here. And the last thing I'll say is our alumni are getting jobs and they're happy. We have students going into research faculty positions, university counseling centers and private practice, VA hospitals, and so one of the best ways that we can convince you that this might be a good place for you to trust with your future would be to allow you to connect with some of the people who went through our program more recently. And if you kind of get into the application process and are interested, we'll probably kind of wait till we're further along to do that kind of pairing. But one of the things that we'd like to do is make it possible for you to kind of check our references. We check your references when we're looking at potentially making offers, and we expect you to do the same. So this is a quick tour through some of the things that we think you might be interested in if you were to study at Georgia State University for your degree in counseling psychology. This last slide has a set of frequently asked questions, so we've put some information there. And then if you come to one of our targeted information sessions, so there's a department-wide session that you're welcome to attend, but if you want to come to one of ours that's specific to our program, we'd love to talk with you. And what we'll do during that meeting is we'll set up a couple of different Zoom rooms, and you can talk to both me and also at least Sally and potentially some of our other students, and just start to get a sense of our program. If you have questions, we can try to answer those, or if we don't know the answer, we'll write it down and we'll get back to you and your group. So we're really looking forward to interacting with you in the near future. Thank you.